Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Winner and I welcome you all to my space. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're old a bit, welcome back. So for today, I will be giving you 5 signs to look out for to know if you're being monitored. Sign number 1, you feel like there's a stranger in your house. You feel like you're being watched. Most times it's like a shadow cast, and you know that there is no one else in that house but you. There's a possibility that you're being watched. There's a possibility that you're being monitored. The enemy most times send out his agents to watch after the children of God to know their patterns. And in watching their patterns, he then knows the places that they have fault in, and then he uses those places to go against them. If you notice or if you feel most times that something is watching me, something is not right, there's a negative spirit here, it's a time to pray. It's not a time to be scared. It's a time to pray. Second sign that you're being monitored is when things slip from your hand carelessly. And I'm talking about this from both a physical point and a spiritual point. It's like this: when you're holding something, it always drops from your hand. It can be a cup, it can be your phone, it can be your pen, it just drops from your hand. And most times it becomes constant that even when you're not holding something, it feels like something is dropping from your hand. This is a clear sign that you're being monitored. It's a clear sign that the enemy is trying to take something from you. It's a clear sign that the enemy is trying to steal something from you. And it's a clear sign that you need to get in your prayer closet and you need to start praying against all these evil spirits that are monitoring you and are watching you. The third sign that you're being monitored is when you see strange marks on your body. Have you ever woken up to finding scratches all over you and you don't know where those marks came from? There's a strong possibility that you're under spiritual attack and then somebody's monitoring you. So when you see those strange marks, it's not something that you start to overthink it or you start to get worried or scared. It is a time to pray. It is always a time to pray. When you find out that things are monitoring you, it is time to start praying against them, because obviously they've been sent on a mission to bring you down and we will not allow them to do that. A fourth sign that you're being monitored is when you have people around you that constantly ask intrusive questions. They want to know what you're up to, they want to know your thoughts, they want to know your next move, they want to know your plans for the future. Be careful around those kind of people, because most times they don't even know that they're being used by the enemy. You know, the enemy will not know what is going on in your life until you use your mouth to say it. And most times he sends those people unknowingly to them to get information from you, especially from people that normally you don't talk to them, or they're not people that share those kind of informations with you. And then in turn, they start to ask you those kind of questions. This is the time to actually look out for it. It's not bad to share, but be cautious of what you're sharing. Do not share overly sensitive information with people, especially when you know that you are about to get to your breakthrough. Be careful with the kind of information you share and be careful with the people that you're sharing them with. The last but not the least sign to look out for to know if you're being monitored is repeated patterns of failure and misfortune. Have you ever been so close to a breakthrough, but then something just happens and everything spoils, everything scatters? You get this interview that you've been waiting for and you go for it and you know that you've killed it. You get to the first stage, second stage, but on the third stage of the interview, because most times interviews have 3 stages. But after the second stage, they tell you did not pass, but you know fully well that you did great. Even from their reactions, you know that you've done great. That is a clear sign that the enemy is monitoring you. And he's not only monitoring you, but he's attacking you at the same time. This is a time to pray. This is a time to fast. Because he always comes when you're at the verge of your breakthrough. So that is it for 5 signs to look out for to know if you're being monitored by an evil spirit. I hope we've noted our signs, because it's very important to note these signs so that you can look out and know when the enemy is coming for you. So that's it for today. Till we meet in my next video, always remember that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Bye-bye.